In the very first scene of Sonic Boom is a flash forward where Sonic is buried under a pile of rubble, and that kind of sums up Sonic Boom in a nutshell. It's the total and utter burial of Sonic as we know it. It is honestly one of the worst games I've ever had the misfortune to play ever. It's just incredibly badly put together. As critics, we don't like slamming games. You know, you have to remember that behind development studios are people, and in many cases a reason a game is bad isn't necessarily because of people not trying hard enough. But I kind of feel that is the case with Sonic Boom here, because it feels like the development studio behind this game has no idea what a Sonic game is, has never seen one. You know, the problem is that this game is slow, it's sluggish, there's no sort of excitement. And granted, it is based on a new Sonic cartoon, so it has that kind of licensed game feel about it, like very low budget quality crap that's been released just in time for Christmas for the kiddies to enjoy. And that's never what Sonic was. Granted, you know, back in the 90s when he first appeared, there was a cavalcade of merchandising. You know, there were more than 1, 2, 3 cartoons out throughout the 90s. You know, his face was on lunchboxes, action figures, bedspreads, the lot. But Sonic was always at its core, at the very least, a decent game in the 90s. But now it's kind of, we expect a Sonic game to be terrible, and that's a real problem. And yeah, that's not to say there hasn't been good Sonic games in the past 10 years. You know, Sonic Colors was decent, Sonic Generations was actually pretty good. So, you know, there are people out there that do know what makes a Sonic game work. So why weren't they developing this game? It's just a game that is just so sluggish and horrible. The characters are irritating as hell, and they've completely changed, you know, what we know about the Sonic characters themselves. Knuckles, for some reason, is just some idiot that he's a lumbering idiot that's just annoying, and it's just stupid. Like, every cutscene is just an absolute chore to go through. It's just horrible. It's a horrible, horrible game. I really don't want to play anymore. I just can't express how bad this game is. Like, I've never felt this angry about a game. Like, usually a Sonic game's, you know, if it's bad, I can kind of let it slide because I know I'm not going to play it. But I've had to play this one, and I really don't like it. I really, really don't like it. The ability to swap between the 4 main characters and have different abilities, that's a good idea in principle. In reality, it doesn't work, and it's just rubbish. Oh, and then there's combat. There's the most ridiculous combat going on here. For some reason, like, you have to punch and kick enemies. No. You have some sort of lasso thing that you can use to grab onto enemies and throw them around. That's not what Sonic does. Sonic bounces on things. He uses a homing attack if he needs to, which is here, but it's crap. Just the basic gameplay. The camera is awful as well. The camera is either too close, you can't move it around. This is basic game design stuff. We've been through this. We've learnt these lessons from the early 3D era, the PlayStation, the Saturn, the N64. We learnt these basic gameplay mechanics back then when we started moving things to 3D. And it's been 20 years, and this development studio clearly haven't learnt that. Why? Just why? It's not just that the mechanics themselves are bad and the basic gameplay. It's the fact that the presentation is completely wonky as well. I mean, there are parts where cutscenes don't quite flow right. Everything is so jerky. I mean, the most simplest of graphics should work pretty well on the Wii U. Granted, it's not it's not as powerful as a PS4 or an Xbox One. But this is 360 level graphics here, PS3 level graphics, and it still struggles. That's a problem. That is a real problem, especially in a Sonic game which is supposed to have some element of speed. This has done more damage to the Sonic brand than anything else over the past 2-3 decades. And that's saying something. That tells you how utterly bad this game is. So please, do not be curious. Like, even if you have the chance to play this game for free, don't play this game. Please, I'm begging you, do not play this game. This is awful. This is a warning. do not play Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric on the Wii U. It is bad. Thank you for your time. Don't play Sonic Boom.